On this episode of RAR Garage, I gave Matt the task to go make another giant RC car. So he's off to buy 2 junk cars, bring them back, fix them up, make sure they're running, retrofit them with all the electronics necessary to make them remote control, to get the giant RC car all working in the next 48 hours so I can film a YouTube video on my main channel. Follow along and see if you can pull it off.
Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to pick up 2 junk cars. So let's go hook up the trailer and head out.
Now Matt's on his way to pick up one of the first cars. I'm super excited about this one because the seller says it has no issues and it drives perfect. He also wrapped it in a bed liner so it's super tough, which is even better for what I'm looking for.
Alright, we just pulled up where the guy's sitting to meet him, so I think I just saw it parked over here. Let's go take a look. Oh man, that's a cool paint job.
Yeah, man.
It
was kind of fading on the hood.
Yep.
And I was like, you know, and it's not like it's a brand new car. It's like this will keep it from rusting, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure will.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
That's great.
That's super cool. Runs nice.
Yeah.
Alright, just drove the car. It's got a couple of problems, but it's going to be perfect for exactly what we want. So I'm going to get them some money, we're going to do some paperwork, and we'll get on the road again.
Now that Matt has picked up the car, we can bring it back to RAR Garage and take it for a test drive in the Team RAR field.
Alright, that was easy. We got a cool car, so let's pull it off the trailer and go take it for a little test drive. Alright, let's go out to the RAR field and just make sure this thing's ready for what we're going to throw at it, figuratively and literally. We gotta go to the donut section.
A little something there.
Yeah, a little bit.
She's running funky now.
She's misfiring a little bit. There we go. She's all good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
I think she's gonna do just fine. All right, but that's not all. We still have one more car to go get. Let's get going. All right, one more car to get. Let's go.
Now for the second car, the seller said this one was running but had some issues. Let's find out just how bad it is. And it's over there, it's the blue one in the corner.
Tires, they hold air, it's just,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they go flat.
Yeah, cool. All right, so this place is always a little bit interesting. The Camry's parked in by multiple cars that don't run or drive or move or have keys to, and the Camry does not start or anything. Last time I was here, they had like jump packs and air and everything, so I wasn't really concerned. This time they don't. So, because apparently they're moving. So we're gonna run back to the shop, grab jump pack, tow straps, winch remote, all of that, so that we can tow this thing out of the yard and we'll be good to go. So I'll be right back. Okay. I think that's everything. We got jump pack, winch remote, tow strap, shackles, everything we need. We got the supplies, heading back out there. Take 2. Oh, it's only the road's closed. Oh no.
like a yard fire that got out of control.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, it's looks like a barn.
Mm.
There's some remnants of a building there.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that. Oh my. Oh, you guys turn signal on. He's pulling off. Oh my gosh. You never know what you'll see on the roads out here. You never know. The excavator in the road. A big excavator. Holy moly. Alright, so we made it back. I'm going to unhitch the trailer and then we're going to hook up to the couple of vehicles in the way and just drag them out of the way. The guy who owns the lot said to just drag them, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's see just how nice this thing runs. Not like coolant on the floor or something.
Oh yeah, she's smoking. And she's dead.
Yeah, it runs great. Hunk of junk. See if I can just get it to run enough to pull it out of here.
Mm-hmm. She rolls. You're on it. Come a little closer.
All right, just like that. We've got it all strapped down. Let's head back to the garage. All right, we're pulling back up to the brown garage. Successful trip. 2 cars obtained. And now it's time for the fun part. We're gonna put a little air in these tires and take it off the trailer and take it for a real test drive. See what all's going on with this one. Alright, so it's driving very, very slow. I think it's in some sort of a limp mode because it's flashing check engine light at me and stuff. And I don't know. I think we'll clean it up and I'll bring it in and kind of get an idea what's wrong with it and decide if we fix it up or destroy it. All right, so I plug my scan tool into it and I get a cylinder 2 misfire detected, P0302. Kind of makes sense, kind of felt like a cylinder was misfiring. That could be because of multiple things. It could be that the engine has low compression on that cylinder, or it could simply be that an ignition coil is dead. So I'm gonna pop the coils out of this thing, do a compression check. We'll go from there. Yeah, look at that. So it's all burnt black like that as compared to these. So these are a little hot, so I don't really want to hold them too long, but when you look at that, that kind of indicates it's running a little lean. That indicates it's running a little rich. That means one of 2 things. Out of that cylinder, yeah, has low or no compression, or it's just not sparking. Now it's nice to have high compression, but it's more important to have even compression than to have high compression. Good. Okay, so as you can see there, that's reading about 130, 135 PSI. That's reasonable, especially for a car of this age. Let's move on to the cylinder in question. Does it have any compression? Listening to it crank over like that kind of tells me we have a compression issue, so. Stop.
Yeah.
Aha! I see. We have about 35 PSI on this cylinder. That tells me the engine is no good. Is what it is. Still runs. Okay. I'm gonna stick a camera in there and see if I can see what's wrong with it. All right, so I stuck a camera down there. No obvious problems. So one little trick you can do is you pour a little oil in the cylinder, and if the compression goes up, it means it's a problem with the rings and the piston. The compression does not change at all. It's something to do with the valve train, bent valve, could be a bunch of different things, but it would mean it's in the top end. So let's give that a shot. I got some thick oil here, 15W50. Just need to put a little bit in there. Maybe a lot of bit, why not? Okay. And before all that just sinks into the bottom of the engine, we'll throw this on there again, slap a compression gauge on it and see if it goes up at all. Wow. Okay, well that tells us everything we need to know. The compression went up way higher than the other piston. So that means we've got a smoked ring. In that case, we can't do anything about it. And one potential theory that could be behind that is that this engine maybe has been burning a lot of oil and the rings have a bunch of gunk built up on them, causing the rings to kind of get stuck. A fun thing to try would be to pour a little bit of automatic transmission fluid into each cylinder, especially cylinder number 2, and that will come in and it'll soak through everything. And automatic transmission fluid has a lot of this is like detergents in it, and can actually break down that gunk that's potentially built up on those piston rings. So who knows? Could be a fun thing to try. All right, so I thought of something even better that I have. I've got Seafoam. Makes, big white clouds behind the car. Does a really good job cleaning various internal engine components, surprisingly. So we'll just throw a little in there. Let it soak in overnight. Okay, this will be a fun experiment. All right, let's see just how much compression we added. I'm sure the engine's totally fixed now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, well, looks like we got another 5 PSI of compression right there. Honestly, that's probably just because there's still some residual Seafoam in there, and that's sealing the rings up a little bit temporarily up until we start the engine up. But it was worth a try.
I'll just impose some, car noises over the video.
Whoa. Every receipt. Champagne toast, body cream. Wow. Why were they saving all of these receipts and just cramming them in here? They want it so bad. Italian tuna. All right, so now we'll try and clean it up a little bit, make it look good as new, because clearly now it's running good as new.
Now that Matt has decided which car we want to make remote control, it is time to start working on the electronics.
We have a bunch of servos here. A lot of this might look familiar to you if you saw our PT Cruiser we built. These are all the same servos. So we have this one here, which is going to do the steering. We have this one here that's going to do the brakes. And then we have another servo that's a little lighter duty that's going to do the throttle. So all you do is you wire all that up to one of these. It's very small, it's a receiver. That takes the signal from your controller, and then you hook all the servos up to a power source. And all in all, it's fairly straightforward. All right, so this is the steering servo straight off the PT Cruiser. I fired it up, put power to it. All it was doing was buzzing. So I opened up this part of it here, and again, all I heard was buzzing, little corrosion here, but I took it apart after it sunk in the lake, and there wasn't any water in here. Clearly there was a little bit of water because there is some corrosion on here, but all of the circuitry and everything looks really good. So not concerned about that. So I opened up the gearbox section here, and a bunch of gears just kind of fell out. What I did find is now, this is the output shaft, it spins, so it spins nicely too. And then I also found that when I plug in the power, you can see now when I put power to it, it does spin. Not very well, but it does spin. Let me pull that gear off of there. The actual motor is spinning nicely. And this is all packed with grease and no signs that water got into there either. So I'm just gonna put it back together as best as I know how. And see if I can, yeah, there we go. See if I can find out why I was binding up. Look at that, all works. All right, so we've got the car in here so that we can hook up the servos. I've got to mount a board to the floor so that I can mount the servos to that. And then I'm gonna actually take the headrest out, take it apart, and see about mounting the steering servo to here somewhere. So I'm gonna pull this padding off first. Look at that. All right, so now this will provide like a bracket for me to put the steering servo on. Honestly, I don't know if it's gonna be that hard. I think we just need to weld a plate, and then this can screw into that. I think that's all we need to do. This just needs to be mounted right here. So this little component here, if something goes wrong, you can just click this button and the car shuts off. We're gonna mount a piece of plywood to the floor here for the servos to attach to. If you're the previous owner of this vehicle, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's pretty on there. So right now what I'm doing is just getting these brackets screwed onto the brake pedal. Going through a brake pedal is not very easy. It's fighting it right now. Oh yeah, that's nice. All right, so I've got my basic wiring in here. I've got my power feed from the battery, and a very sophisticated kill switch here. You flip this to on, the receiver turns on. I've got a 12 volt to 5 volt converter here because the RC receiver runs on 5 volts. I turn on my remote and I get brakes. Seems nice and responsive, and oh wow, that is crazy strong, crazy strong. Okay, so that's our throttle. That actually works really well. Success! I'm gonna drive it normally outside, get it into that field, and then I'll try remotely driving it a little bit from inside the car. Alright, so I'm driving it with the just the brake pedal. I'm not actually doing anything but the steering by hand. I'm doing the brakes with the remote, so watch out. I'm gonna start moving here. Brake. Oh yeah. It stops. Okay. I'll be driving it remotely, but I'm gonna be in it just in case so I can turn the engine off and hit the brakes. So, wish me luck.
Matt finally did it. The RC car can drive by remote control. The steering is definitely a little slow, but other than that, this thing is awesome. It controls just like a normal RC car, like the ones you would get as a toy, but so much faster. Let's just hope it doesn't run into any issues before vlog day.
Oh yeah. Not bad. I was complaining the driver's seatbelt's not plugged, like buckled. Put your seatbelt on, driver. Come on. Hey, Anthony. Remote control. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I'm driving it from here.
Is that like a drone?
Yeah, it's like remote for like a helicopter or a drone or plane.
Wow, look at that.
Or a car, yeah. Oh, we're in sport mode. Oh, hold on. There we go. Let's not go in sport mode. Let's buckle the driver's seatbelt so we can stop listening to it. I mean, it's driving pretty well, to be honest. Super, super, super hot. Yeah. Oh yeah. These servos are not working properly. My brake is, oh no, the brake's okay. Brake's okay. It's just the throttle's totally overheated. It's hot enough you could cook an egg on that thing. I'll tell you that much. That's annoying. All right, let's see if. All right. No, it's. That's all I get out of it. Shoot. Okay. Well, I may need to find a different servo to run the throttle because that is not acceptable. But all right, let's see if we can get back to the garage without throttle. Reverse. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, it's got just enough throw in it to give us just enough throttle to get back. Although I'm worried it's something gonna come alive and take off on us.
Well, the throttle servo is cooked. Matt's gotta get this thing back to our garage so we can fix it. Otherwise, I can't film a video and this whole project will be wrecked. But Matt has a solution. He is gonna disconnect it all and drive it without the RC equipment active.
Oh man, that's so sketchy.
Oh, it smells great.
I'm not gonna be able to drive this back because it's just gonna get stuck like that. If I can just get this to not touch the throttle. Let me unplug it.
Yeah, because that was the thing. Got a little bit of input and it just went off rails.
Yep. we're good now. So these servos make it a little difficult to watch out. Mostly a success. I don't understand why this servo would have overheated. It's a very, very heavy duty servo for just pressing the throttle. I mean, it is cooked. It's the last thing I expected. Good first test though.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Raw Garage, where we really put this RC car to the test, and we're gonna be doing some crazy amazing things. You guys are not gonna wanna miss it.